What's good, YouTube fam? This is AD, aka AD Beats LV. Coming back with another video, another Judge Simpson video. I really like this judge. He's really fair and he's pretty cool too. He's a judge that actually laughs, smiles, and jokes. In the court setting, there's a lot of judges that are just stern, straight faced, and just always serious. But he really shows his personality that he's a judge, but he's a person too. He has emotions and feelings too, and he definitely lets them show when you cross that line. So this one says Judge Simpson snaps on man who owes 14,000 in back rent. Like I can't even picture owing 14,000 in my back mortgage. Matter of fact, we wouldn't even be in this house if we'd be already just evicted. So press like, subscribe, possibly share, and I appreciate everybody's time. So let's go ahead and get to it. I'll leave the description of this content creator in the description. That's what I just said, right? Right. All right. Anyway, let's go.
Like a picture at a baseball game. Waiting for labor on the side. Infinity Investment and Technology versus Willie Cater.
Good morning, Your Honor. Willie Case.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ron Ruark for the plaintiff.
All right. And where are we on this?
That's a bench trial this morning, Your Honor.
Have you guys resolved it or no?
We have not resolved it, Your Honor.
All right.
I'm asking for 1 week adjournment, Your Honor, because from my understanding, I'm not trying to, I ain't ignorant to the law or nothing, but the last paperwork that I had got, it said pre-trial on it. And before Mr. Rourke here had got it, I guess he was out of town and he came and asked for adjournment like a day before. And then it went off into this one here. So when I called up here yesterday, the lady said, no, you have a bench trial today. And I'm like, no, the last paperwork I got in, it said pre-trial today.
When
But
was
she was-
that?
When we were supposed to come on the 10th. Mr. Rourke had
10th
of this month here, but I guess Mr. Rourke was out of town. And he the one that asked for the adjournment. He had called me, got in touch with me and said he's gonna ask for adjournment until the, cause he was out of town and he wouldn't be in court on the 10th.
Your Honor, I have the notice to appear in front of me. It's dated October the 12th. It says for non-jury trial today at 9 o'clock.
I'm talking about the one before this one. I'm not talking about this
one
one. I'm
before
talking,
that.
yes, sir.
Mr. Cater.
Uh-huh.
One before that, I think, says non-jury trial also.
No, it says pre.
I'm looking right at it. From the 10th, from September 29th. Says non-jury trial.
That we supposed to came on the 10th. It says pre-trial on my paper. Because that's what I
Where's
know.
the paper that says pre-trial?
I don't have it on me, Your Honor.
Of course he doesn't.
I don't have it at all.
Because
Oh, my
if it
God.
came from the court, that didn't happen. Because
That's
I'm
my
looking
schedule
at
for
the
the 10th.
copy.
I don't know if I do this one. I got in front of me.
I'm looking at the copy right here, September 29th that we issued it.
Mm-hmm.
It says non-jury trial, October 10th, 2023, 9 a.m.
Well, that's
The
this.
next sheet
Mhm.
is the stipulation in order to adjourn the trial from the 10th, and it is ordered that this adjourned until following time.
Yes, sir.
And then we set it for October 24th, 9 a.m. in person. That was the order I signed, and it says on there that the trial in this matter.
Oh, well,
will be
forgive me for
adjourned
being-
that day. Hold on,
Forgive me,
because I got more. On October 12th, it's indicating the court then sent a notice, and that notice indicates that this is set for non-jury trial.
Only reason I asked that, Your Honor, is because my evidence is in my phone that's broke, and it won't be back to the
Oh
norm.
my gosh. It
Fix the
just got
screen.
more
Like everything I
excuses.
have in that phone from the conversations I done had with my landlord of all the repairs that have to be done to say these repairs are not just coming up before, even though you ordered them about the repairs, and then she sent a repair guy over to fix a few little things.
That's like one of the most of the the excuses I've seen out of all the videos of tenants is they always try to play that the card of stuff's not working in my place. You know, the things are breaking down and they're not being fixed, so therefore I'm not going to pay my rent or whatever. That's like one of the top 3 excuses that people who are behind in rent use is that the house is not livable or whatever, or the landlord's not fixing the issues, so therefore they're not paying rent. I don't know how they expect that to be a reason for not to get evicted or not to pay your rent or whatever, because you know you can fix it yourself and just, you know, back charge whatever you paid for to get whatever fixed towards that month's rent. You know, it's just that simple. But I don't know why people do that. They think that's gonna, you know, get them out of trouble. But nope.
But the most important
go.
stuff that had to be fixed, the leaking since in the basement and the water coming down and leaking to where my son has all of his stuff downstairs in his little room. You know, all of that still has been unresolved.
No,
So
my
they did
goodness.
come over there and did a doorknob, fixed the stair and all of that there and sent the court the paper that the maintenance guy had done the work. But still, the majority of the work, it hasn't been done. The most important stuff, I could have lived with the doorknob and all of that, but the most important stuff, it's like there's no air or heat that gets upstairs to my house, period. My whole main floor will be like right now, the whole main floor is heated up. You go upstairs when that temperature drop, it's just like you standing outside still. In the summertime, whole main floor has air conditioning to it. You go upstairs, it's like you're outside in the sauna. And I have all
Mr.
of these
Gator,
conversations. Yeah,
And that right there, that just sounds like that's the way it was when you moved in. Because I can remember my dad was in the military, and when we moved out here, he bought a house or whatever. We got out here, it was a 2-story house and brand new, but it only had one air conditioning unit. And so when it was running in the summertime, you know, well, if you know about Las Vegas, it gets triple digits in the summer. So, but when we moved in, when we ran the air, because it was just one unit, because now when they build 2-story houses, they have 2 units, one for downstairs and one for upstairs. And but that was a lesson learned, I know, from my dad when we bought that house, because when we moved in the first year, when that summer hit and he ran that air, the air would be nice downstairs. You go upstairs in one of the bedrooms, it was like a freaking sauna, because my room was like right over the garage. And you know, it gets really hot in the garage, and that heat just used to come up through the floor. Oh man, and my room used to be so damn hot. So that was probably like that when he moved in. He's just trying to use that as an excuse. Dude, you've been living like that for since you moved in. It's just like the older homes should be equipped with 2 AC units, and a lot of them are not. And that's why the air doesn't reach upstairs. But yeah, let's go. I know that was kind of long, but hey, I felt like I had to say something. All right, let's go.
yes, sir.
Mr. Gator,
Yes, sir.
how come you haven't complied with the court's escrow order?
Uh oh.
With the $1,200,
Oh my goodness.
because I had put 600 in Miss Linda's account. And then before I even put it in the court, and I worked for Ford and we're on strike. My plant, Michigan Assembly, was the first plant to go on strike. You know, so
Oh my goodness.
if I
This
have to
dude.
put something in escrow, I just ask your honor to give me 1 week to put it in escrow, but I'm asking just to have get my
I
evidence
ordered escrow over a month ago.
for
He
the
has
for
more
the 12.
excuses than
You
somebody
said for the
going to
1,200,
jail.
am I correct? And I put 6 in her account, and I asked her, can I get it back to put it to the court? So she told me no, because it was already in their account. Because I had put it in when you had ordered the escrow.
Yeah,
I put it in
that's
her
only
account
half.
that day.
Where's the other 600?
Your Honor, my client acknowledges a payment of $600.
Yeah,
The other $600 payment, that check bounced.
because it was $4 short.
Mr. Cater owes $14,100
I
in
don't think
rent.
that's an accurate number, Your
7
Honor.
months of rent. He hasn't paid since,
7
he paid
months.
March pursuant to the last court order. He hasn't paid April through October, except for the $600, which he's been credited with.
Your client hasn't fixed none. since
Oh
hey,
my
I would also
goodness.
point out, Your Honor,
you know, your
that
client hasn't fixed the essential stuff.
Mr. Cater,
Yes, sir.
I listened to you.
Yes, sir.
You were not interrupted.
Yes, sir.
So the way it works here is when he's speaking, you will not interrupt. Am I
Yes,
clear?
sir.
Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, we've been litigating these matters, evictions. This is the third eviction since July of 2022. It wasn't until the eve of the trial in this case that Mr. Cater complained about any repairs that needed to be made. And now he's using that as an excuse not to pay his rent at the 11th hour. We're asking for a judgment of possession in the amount of $14,100,
Wow.
$160 in court costs, for total judgment of possession for $14,260.
Can
That's 7 months rent.
Can I respond now, Your Honor?
And for the first 6 months of the rent, Your Honor, he said nothing about repairs that need to be made.
These repairs has
See,
been
the
talked
first
about
6
with being a
months, see
landlord
that?
for a year now better. I mean, that's why I say I have all the evidence. I have the text. We have talked
Cater,
and she knows
Mr.
this.
Cater,
Yes, sir.
I'm not adjourning the trial. You guys will either work it out or we're going to have a trial today. You haven't given me any reason to. You're telling me something shows that it is a pretrial notice. I have
Okay.
no pretrial notice.
What I'm asking, Your Honor, is that I get my evidence. They're in here with all their evidence, and she's in here with her lawyer. I can come in here and contradict everything he's saying. Because I can get it, I can show you, I can get it printed out. Only thing is my phone has broken, which I can't get
my
it tomorrow.
gosh.
I didn't ask for the adjournment on the 10th. They did. I was ready because I had my phone at that point. You understand, Your Honor, to show you, Your Honor, that what I'm talking about is factual, is the truth.
Mr. Cater, had you complied with the escrow order, I may not have a problem. You have not complied with any order that I've issued here.
Your Honor, I could pay the money in escrow tomorrow. Guaranteed you. That's a guarantee. I'm on strike, Your Honor. Hey, we only getting between $400 some and $500 some a week now. And that's
Mr. Cater, you were supposed to put the money in escrow prior to now.
And I gave her half of the money, put $600 in her account.
Then where's the other half?
I can have it to you tomorrow, Your Honor.
Well, you gave 600, but then
Yes.
600 that bounced,
Bounced. Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it was
So-
$4 short in the account.
Okay, but the $4 didn't get made up and given to her.
No.
Right? Okay. Then that was what, for September?
I'm leading up into October. Yes, sir.
And then I don't have October rent in escrow. And I'm all the way through October now.
Damn.
So why would I adjourn this?
So I can show the court and Your Honor that I can put what I can in escrow tomorrow, Your Honor. How much they gave me, I probably have $1,100. Who knows? But I'm just telling you, my evidence is pure. I understand that what she's saying, and the only way she sent the repair guy out there is because you ordered them to. Other than that, it wouldn't have been seen because these repairs have been going on now for over a year. And this is what his client knows. I didn't just come in here and start
Cater.
making and asking up for
Cater.
repairs to be done.
Mr. Cater. We'll be having a trial today.
At what time, Your Honor?
You know what?
No,
You
I'm
better-
just, I'm trying to get
Mr.
some
Cater.
understanding.
Mr. Cater, check yourself. You do not address me that way.
Yes,
Ever,
sir.
ever.
I'm
going to pass. No, don't ever.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? Maybe I was talking. I didn't hear that. Let's run it back.
At what time, Your Honor?
You know what?
No,
You
I'm
better-
just, I'm trying to get
Mr.
some
Cater.
understanding.
Hold on.
Repairs have been going on now for over a year, and this is what his client knows. I didn't just come in here and start
Cater.
making and asking up for
Cater.
repairs to be done.
Mr. Cater. We'll be having a trial today.
At what time, Your Honor?
You know what?
No,
You
I'm
better-
just, I'm trying to get
Mr.
some
Cater.
understanding.
Mr.
I
Cater,
didn't really get you.
check yourself. You do not address me that way. ever, ever.
I just,
I'm gonna pass. No, don't ever.
okay.
Judge Simpson, boy, once he flips that
I'm gonna
switch,
pass the
bro,
matter
it's
for
over.
half an hour. That way you can figure out if you can get your evidence, and you can figure out
Not
how
gonna
you're
be
going
able
to
to get
conduct
it.
how you're going to
I'm not
conduct.
gonna
Do
be.
not interrupt me, Mr. Cater. I'm going to handle some of these other matters, figure out how to get your evidence, get it in here,
Look at the
and
bailiff.
we're
He
going to have
looked
a
tough,
trial.
boy. He just
We might as well go.
stone face.
Not that we might as well just go ahead, Your Honor, because I'm not gonna have my phone out the shop until
Then
tomorrow.
maybe what you ought to do
You know,
is maybe you can go with counsel and try to arrange something and try to work it out. But we're having a trial today.
Your Honor, may I? I just put an offer of settlement on the record for the possession purposes only. I'm willing to cut the judgment possession in half down to $7,000 even. So if he only pays $7,000, he'll stay. He can put the other $7,000 into repairs if he wants to and bill my client. But that's our offer of settlement. I'll cut it in
That's
half
fair.
for possession only.
That's fair.
You want time to think about that, Mr. Cater? What do you want me to do?
Judge Simpson, he's like, I'm done with this one.
What would be his redemption period?
He'd have to, today is what, the 24th?
Are you giving 10 days?
I could give him 14 days.
Damn. Give him extra
yes, sir.
4 days.
I'll take that. You pay the 7,000 in 14 days.
There'll be no
You
court
guys-
costs added.
You guys write it up.
Okay.
I'll
You know
sign
he
off
ain't
on
got
it.
that money.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
call you back up when you have it written up and everybody's signed off.
I think I'll have to get a judgment of possession from the court, Your Honor, blank one.
Okay, there's probably some up front. I'm not in my courtroom. There's probably some up front. Front counter.
All right,
All right, let me know when you're ready.
Thanks, Your Honor.
I'm picking the file this time. No, those guys, no.
Yo, you know he does not have that $7,000. Like, if he had the $7,000, they wouldn't even be in court. So how is he figure he gonna come up in 14 days with 7,000? He don't got it. You know, he's probably just happy to get more borrowed time, which is only 14 days. You know, if I was him, I would try to use them 14 days to try to find somewhere else to live, you know. But he's just on borrowed time. What do you call it? Borrowed time. Because, like, think about it. Like, I'll take that. Like you really gonna pay that 7,000 in 14 days, bro? You're not, bro. You know, he's either gonna end up there still getting evicted and still owe that money and still get your credit stricken. You know, so he better use that time wisely to just go ahead and get in another place, and at least you won't get evicted, but your credit will still take a super duper hit. But anyway, I appreciate everybody. That was an interesting one too, and appreciate everybody's time. I'll leave the link in the description of this content creator. Like, subscribe, possibly share. It'll help grow the channel. Getting close to 300, and I appreciate everybody for subscribing, leaving comments. It means a whole deal to me, and I don't take it for granted one day. So with that being said, I hope everybody has the rest of their evening, day, morning, or whatever time zone you're in. This is AD, aka AD Beats LV. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.